Monday Night Raw, and Friday Night SmackDown, WWE action figure setup style. Let's go.
What's up, guys? The phenomenal AJ Styles, and you're watching Bretto Live.
What is going on, guys? Bretto Live back with another video, and today we have the Week in Review episode 270, where we go over Raw and SmackDown in a WWE action figure setup style. We're going to start off with Monday Night Raw from Fort Lauderdale, Florida, South Florida, baby. Let's talk about this fantastic episode of Raw, action figure setup style. Starting off the show strong with Randy Orton talking about the RKO that he hit on Gunther last week. Who does he get interrupted by? Gunther, of course. Gunther coming out very pissed off about that RKO that he got done on him last week. So he set up a little sneak attack where Ludwig Kaiser would attack Randy Orton from behind. It would be a 2-on-1 beatdown. They left Randy Orton laying bruised, battered in the center of the ring, and it would lead to a match between Ludwig Kaiser and Randy Orton in the main event of the show. As far as the opening promo, I enjoyed it. We jumped into our opening match where Butch, Pete Dunne would try to get his revenge on Sheamus in one-on-one action. This match was so hard hitting. It was a banger, if you will. I loved the part at the end. The finish was so good. Sheamus, he got his hand caught into the turnbuckle pad. Because if you remember last week, Pete Dunne actually destroyed the hand of Sheamus with a shillelagh on top of that crate. So Pete Dunne was targeting the hand a lot during the match, put Sheamus' hand behind the turnbuckle pad, but Sheamus just tore that turnbuckle rope right off. Like all the rope you could just see just tear. He tore the turnbuckle off, bro kick, boom. 1, 2, 3, Sheamus beats Pete Dunne clean. I was expecting Ludwig Kaiser to get involved here. I wasn't expecting Sheamus just to win this match clean. Bro kick, 1, 2, 3. I was like, this is freaking awesome. I don't think it's over between him and Pete Dunne, though. There's no way. But Sheamus' new theme song, we gotta talk about that, man. They need to go back to Written in My Face. Why would they give us that classic and then just take it away so fast? His new theme song is nowhere near as good as the Written in My Face. The new theme song's so boring. Next, we would cut to a promo backstage where Xavier Woods and Kofi Kingston were talking, and Kingston wants answers from Xavier Woods. He's like, I feel like you've been off these past couple weeks. Is everything good? And Xavier Woods is basically just like, I wish you would have let me know about Odyssey Jones. I wish you would have let me know about all this. Then Kofi Kingston reaffirmed Xavier Woods, everything's good with the New Day and everything's good. Just making it a positive vibes. Because Xavier Woods has been feeling very skeptical about trusting Kofi Kingston. Xavier Woods has been off. I think everybody could agree on that. Maxine Dupree looked to get a little revenge on Ivy Nile in a one-on-one match. Because if you remember last week, Ivy Nile did turn heel by taking out Maxine Dupree by the announce desk. So they had a one-on-one match, and the bell, I don't even believe rang. I don't even believe the bell rang, okay? So the match, in a way, didn't get started, but Maxine did take the fight to Ivy Nile. But this would be interrupted by the Wyatt Six. Lights would go out. Nikki Cross would jump off the top rope, or should I say Abby the Witch would jump off the top rope, take out Ivy Nile, and then the rest of the Wyatt Six would take out American Made, because they ran down to, try to help out Ivy Nile the best they could, but it didn't really work out. Uncle Howdy was there. The entire Wyatt Six was there, and they delivered yet again another Sister Abigail to Chad Gable. So when are they going to complete this rivalry with American Made? They start feuding with the Judgment Day. It's over for the Judgment Day. They will lose those tag team titles. But yeah, another Sister Abigail to Gable, and the Wyatt Six is still looking menacing. You guys know I love CM Punk, but this promo, it just felt really drawn out for me. CM Punk cut a promo talking about his Fanatics Fest appearance, and he also talked about Drew McIntyre and how he wants a strap match. Yes, I do realize that's a dog collar, but CM Punk wants a strap match against Drew McIntyre at Bash in Berlin, and Drew McIntyre, of course, accepts. He comes out, he's like, you think I'm crazy? Of course I accept, CM Punk. I'm going to be strapped to you. I'm going to be whipping you all day long. And of course, the reason Punk wanted this match is because of the belt last week. He whipped Drew McIntyre with the belt, and Drew accepted. This is going to be a fire match. But once again, I don't know, this promo just felt really drawn out, man. Say his name and he appears. The Final Testament had 6-man tag team action. AOP and Karrion Kross went up against the New Day. Ninja Turtle New Day, baby. I got the hair down on Xavier Woods right there on his Ninja Turtle figure. It looks so cool. We got Ninja Turtle freaking Kofi Kingston, and then we have Mark Henry as Odyssey Jones. Once again, they went up against the Final Testament. This match was actually really good, and Xavier Woods was working really well with Odyssey Jones. The only stumble in this match was when Kofi Kingston tagged Odyssey Jones instead of Xavier Woods to get into the match. But Odyssey Jones took care of business. He got the pinfall for the team, and honestly, if I was Xavier Woods, I'd take Odyssey Jones on my team all day long. Bro is an absolute beast. One of the strongest guys on the roster, like hands down. He's whipping around AOP like they weigh nothing. It's insane to me. But yeah, I still feel like Xavier Woods is going to be the downfall of the New Day. It's really not over between them and the Final Testament. Xavier Woods is going to turn heel. I loved this street fight. Bronson Reed, once again, still wreaking havoc on Monday Night Raw. He went one-on-one with The Miz. Miz said, I don't have many friends in the WWE, but the one friend I do have, R-Truth, was taken out last week, and I need to get revenge. I need to freaking back up R-Truth, so he did. He went one-on-one Bronson Reed in a street fight. Garbage cans, kendo sticks, chairs, tables. This match was actually really freaking good. Bronson Reed did the tsunami, sent Miz through a table, picks up the victory, and then after the match, you already know the new Bronson Reed, he's been hitting tsunami after tsunami after tsunami off the top rope. Looked to do the same, but then we heard the roar of a monster. Braun Strowman! Braun Strowman made his way down to the ring, doesn't get into a physical altercation with Bronson Reed, but does stare him down. And Bronson Reed, if you notice, didn't get in the ring. He didn't bother getting face-to-face with Braun. He stayed outside of the ring. He stayed outside of the ropes. Did anybody notice that? Could Bronson Reed have finally met his match in Braun Strowman? I can't wait for their match. It's going to be a monster match. They could possibly break the ring. Is anybody getting the vibe? This is going to be the next Intercontinental Championship match. Braun Breaker versus Jey Uso. It was announced that there's going to be a tournament to determine Braun Breaker's next Intercontinental Champion. Braun's not too fond of the idea because he feels like Adam Pearce is trying to just strip him of the title right away. But if Braun's so confident, why should he be worried whatsoever about the winner of the tournament? I think the winner's going to be Jey, who was interviewed later in the show announcing that he's going to be part of the tournament. And I'm excited to see what's going to happen here. Braun Breaker is growing on me, by the way. I know at the beginning of his WWE debut, I wasn't the biggest fan of him. I felt like he was just being super repetitive. But no, he's growing on me as Intercontinental Champion. He didn't have a match tonight, but he did have some cool backstage segments and a nice hype video earlier in the show. It was supposed to be Damian Priest versus Dominic Mysterio, and I'm like, there is no way this match is happening. I even knew it. I was like, nope. Dominic is not gonna ask for a match against one of the Terror Twins, that being Damian Priest, and willingly go in that ring with Damian Priest. It's not happening. Damian Priest gets attacked from behind during his entrance. But the funny thing is, Damian Priest was ready for it. He was ready for it. He and Rhea Ripley knew this was going to be a trap, so Damian Priest was ready for it. But this week, it didn't work out for the Terror Twins. They were taken out by the entire Judgment Day. It was 5-on-2. And it took 4 men, 1 woman, Liv Morgan, to take out Damian Priest and Rhea Ripley. It did! It looked like Priest and Rhea were going to get the upper hand again, but it didn't happen. The new Judgment Day this week got the upper hand on Damian Priest and Rhea Ripley, took him out, and then stood over him just like this. I thought this sight was so cool, dude. I loved this. Oh, and as you would expect, the match never got going between Damian Priest and Dominic Mysterio. I freaking knew it. This was so disappointing. Pure Fusion Collective versus Damage Control versus the Unholy Union in Women's Tag Team Championship action. I was expecting new Women's Tag Team Champions. Seriously, I feel like we all were. Nobody wants Unholy Union, Alba Fire, and Isla Dawn to be Women's Tag Team Champions. Can I speak for everybody on that? But they're so boring, man. I would have loved to see the titles go on Damage Control here. I really would have. Even Pure Fusion Collective. I would have been fine with that too. But just, I do not like Alba Fire and Isla Dawn. But they did pick up the victory clean in Triple Threat Tag Team action. Sonya Deville did get involved a couple times too, because it is Triple Threat action, so there's no disqualification. But it didn't work out. Unholy Union retain again. It was our main event of the show where Randy Orton went one-on-one with Ludwig Kaiser. This match was pretty good to top off the show. You already know Gunther was on ringside, posing as a distraction multiple times in this match, but it didn't work out. Randy Orton was still able to hit the RK KO and Ludwig Kaiser to pick up the victory, and then after the match, immediately got into it with Gunther. They just started brawling, and then the show ended. I was like, man, I hate how Raw has like its exact time limit, and then it needs to stop. I wish the show could go over its time limit sometimes, and they could just continue showing the brawl. I was like, man, we're not going to see how it ends, but they brawled it out, and then the show ended. I was like, darn it. But it was still a really good way to end the show, and it just has me thinking, will Randy Orton become a 15-time world champion at Bash of Berlin? Highly doubtful, but you never know. This week, I'm going to give this show a solid 7 out of 10. I actually really enjoyed this episode of Raw. It was really freaking good. And my favorite moment was easily the Terror Twins getting taken out. It's a Judgment Day segment again. Judgment Day, all this Judgment Day stuff has been amazing. Now, let's jump into the Blue Brand. Friday Night SmackDown from the United States Capitol, Washington, D.C. Let's talk about the entire show. Crowd was hot. Show flowed really well. So let's talk about it. What is that? Opening up the show with an episode of the Grayson Waller Effect, special guest Cody Rhodes. Of course, Grayson Waller and Austin Theory tried to stir the pot between Kevin Owens and Cody Rhodes. Kevin Owens would come out. Kevin Owens would ask for a tag team match in the main event by telling Grayson Waller and Austin Theory, yo, let's do this. Nick Aldis, let's do this. Main event, we would see a tag team match. But the big question was, the entire night, will Kevin Owens turn heel on Cody Rhodes? I loved the video package that Grayson Waller and Austin Theory showed, which included all the people that Kevin Owens has turned on in the past, including the Festival of Friendship with Chris Jericho, the best heel turn of all time, 2 times with Sami Zayn, the Big O with Kofi Kingston. This video package was absolutely amazing, just showing all the times that Kevin Owens has turned heel. I loved this, kept us thinking the entire night, will Kevin Owens turn heel and take out Cody Rhodes? Did it happen? We'll find out. We jumped into our opening match where Santos Escobar C went up against L.A. Knight, for the United States Championship. This match was pretty good. Before the match could even get started, L.A. Knight was attacked by Bretto and Angel, once again, before the bell even rang. So Santos already has the upper hand. Bretto and Angel would be kicked off a ringside, and then Elektra Lopez would get in the face of Jessica Carr, push Jessica Carr, the referee, and then she would also be ejected. So it was only Santos. Santos was all alone, and when Santos is all alone, he doesn't have anybody to cheat for him, he doesn't deliver. He lost the match. LA Knight with a wicked elbow drop, and then immediately following a BFT, which was amazing. LA Knight retains the United States Championship, which was really nice. All I have to say about that is, after the match backstage, we would see Santos Escobar and the rest of Legado del Fantasma get absolutely humiliated by Baron Corbin and Apollo Crews backstage, and Santos basically said, yo, let's have a match next week and see who's laughing then. So they're probably going to do a tag team match of some sort next week with Apollo, Corbin, and Legado. But as far as the match for the U.S. title, I pleasantly enjoyed it. Was I the only one that thought this promo was actually really cool? Carmelo Hayes was in his barber shop getting cleaned up, getting faded up, and who crashes the party? Andrade. He busts right through the door in the barber shop, I might add. Just gets in the face of Carmelo Hayes and says, yo, let's go one-on-one again for a 4th time here on SmackDown. And normally I complain about rematches, but when it comes to these two, I'm looking forward to it. They always deliver. Hopefully Melo gets the victory, making it 2-2, so then they'll have to have one more match after that one to determine who's better, who can go 3 over 2. Carmelo's like, hey, make sure these doors are locked. People can't just be barging in. It was a 6-woman tag team match where Jade Cargill, Naomi, and Bianca Belair went up against the Unholy Union. Keep in mind, the women's tag team champions and Blair Davenport. I loved how Jade, Naomi, and Bianca were all dressed as attires that Simone Biles has worn in the Olympics, which I thought was so freaking dope. Like super just patriotic gears that they were repping. This match was pretty decent. I loved how Blair Davenport got pinned by Naomi. Naomi definitely needed some well overdue revenge on Blair Davenport. So to see Naomi pin Blair in this match to pick up the victory for her team, it just felt right. And of course they couldn't pin the women's tag team champions. Interesting promo here from Solo Sikoa. Solo Sikoa would come out and make sure that Jacob Fatu gives his tag team championship to Tonga Loa, because I guess Solo wants Jacob Fatu as his personal enforcer, so in a way his bodyguard kind of. So he's like, give that tag belt to Tonga Loa and you're going to be my personal enforcer. I was like, that is very interesting. It would jump right into our tag team championship match where the Street Profits, the #1 contenders at the time, had the opportunity to gain the tag team championships, and you already know this match would get absolutely spoiled by the Bloodline. Solo Sikoa would get up on the apron during this this match, distract the referee, allowing for Jacob Fatu to get involved, take out the Street Profits while the referee's back was turned, and then Tama Tonga would take advantage, pin, I believe it was Angelo Dawkins, to retain the tag team titles, and then after the match, they would go in for the beatdown. They would take out the Street Profits, and here come DIY to try to help out, but it didn't work out either. DIY also got taken out. Nobody can match up to Jacob Fatu. Jacob Fatu is just an absolute beast. He was taking out Gargano, taking out Ciampa, took out all the Street Profits after the match, and then Solo and the rest of the Bloodline reigned supreme again. Who can stop this new Bloodline? Roman Reigns needs to form his own Bloodline to take them out, man. Very interesting promo video here from Michin. Of course, Michin's going to be facing Nia Jax for the Women's Championship coming up, and she had a little hype video here destroying TVs and destroying different items with a sledgehammer. I thought this was very interesting. Is this really a good way to go into a match? I don't know. I feel like you'd probably want to be practicing wrestling moves instead of destroying things with a sledgehammer, but hey, whatever works. Pretty Deadly and Tiffany Stratton were trying to be really nice to Nia Jax by fixing her crown, but Nia Jax coming in here being a big freaking bully saying, yeah, fix my crown. Yeah, fix my crown. Get it done. Get it done. And then in the background, we saw Chelsea Green and Piper Niven talking some crap about Nia. Chelsea thinks that Tiffany Stratton is going to turn on Nia Jax at Bash of Berlin and cash in her briefcase. I guess we'll have to wait and see, but Nia got in the face of Chelsea and say, yeah, that's not happening. Yeah, that's not happening. I'm in a bad mood. Don't mess with me. This was a very interesting promo. Hopefully they fix Queen Nia Jax's crown. Psych! Who won this crown? Get that out of here. Our main event of the show, does Kevin Owens turn on Cody Rhodes? It was KO and Cody versus Grayson Waller and Austin Theory. This tag team match was pretty good. During the match, we saw a couple red flags where Cody Rhodes would get off the apron, not allowing for Kevin Owens to tag in the match, and then Kevin Owens would do the same thing later in the match to Cody Rhodes, which I thought was very interesting. So kind of planting the seed, maybe Kevin will turn heel, but in the end, we saw Cody Rhodes deliver a crossroads to Austin Theory, and then we saw Kevin Owens not deliver a stunner to pick up the victory. He delivered a pop-up powerbomb to pick up the victory over Grayson Waller. I was like, whoa. See, now the pop-up powerbomb is used by heel Kevin Owens. Face Kevin Owens uses the stunner. I was like, oh, this is very interesting. Post-match celebration, Kevin Owens had the belt in his hand, and he started walking towards Cody Rhodes really fast with the belt, looking like he's about to hit him with it, and then put it right on his shoulder, and then got in the face of Theory and Waller, who were walking up the ramp. He had us all thinking he was going to hit Cody Rhodes with that belt. Even me. For a second, I was like, oh my God, why is he's walking towards him with the belt. He's going to hit him with the belt. He didn't hit him with the belt, but it was really funny. It was funny. Yeah, they had me thinking Kevin was going to turn heel again. Maybe after the match at Bash of Berlin, Kevin Owens turns heel after he loses, because ain't no way Kevin Owens is winning that belt. I hate to even say that, but there's no way. But I did enjoy this match. The entire storyline all night where will Kevin Owens turn heel? That was great. That was Friday Night SmackDown from Washington, D.C. I'm ranking this show right now. We're giving it a solid 7 out of 10. I thought it was a really solid show. And my favorite moment, I think everybody's, was easily right when Kevin Owens was about to hit Cody Rhodes with that belt, but then changed his mind and put it on his shoulder. I was like, that is freaking awesome. That has been the Week in Review. I really hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know your thoughts on the shows down in the comment section down below, and I will see you guys next time. This is Bretto Live, signing out.